Okay, guys, I have a really easy quiz for you. Like, super easy. Like, I would be surprised if you don't get 100% on this quiz. And I'm not even tricking you. This is for really real. It's an easy quiz. All right, let's go. Okay, first one. What do you do if you're really, really hot? Do you get something to eat? Do you take a nap? Or do you jump into the pool? I think jumping in the pool would be the coolest way to cool you down. Let's move on. Now, what do you do if you're really, really cold? Would you take a drink of cold water, whine a lot, or put on your gloves and coat? While some of us would whine and complain, I bet most of us would put on our gloves and coat to warm up. Let's try another one. What would you do if you're really, really, really sleepy? Oh, so sleepy. Would you put on your gloves and coat? Would you eat something? Or would you take a nice little cozy nap? Sometimes people do eat when they're tired, but most of us would take a little nap. Let's move on to one more. Now, what would you do if you were really hungry? Would you whine and complain, jump in the pool, or would you eat something? What would you do? We all know people who get a little hangry and whine and complain when they're hungry, but most of us would eat something. Okay, last one. What do you do if you're super, super duper, super duper thirsty? What do you do? Do you take a drink of water, take a drink of water, take a drink of water, or take a drink of water? What do you do? That's right. If you're thirsty, taking a drink of water is the right thing to do. In John chapter 4, we hear about Jesus, a Samaritan woman, a well, and some water. Jesus was sitting at the well, and the Samaritan woman came up to draw some water. Jesus asked the Samaritan woman for some water, which caught her off guard because the Jewish people and the Samaritans did not get along. She said to him, "Why would you ask me for water?" And he said to her, "If you knew who I was, you would ask me for living water so you would never thirst again." When Jesus talks about living water, he's not talking about the literal water that was in the well in front of them, but rather explaining that there are certain things that only Jesus and God can satisfy. And just like the water that flows constantly all around us in rivers and streams and the rain, Jesus wants us to continue to help His word flow and His love flow to all those around us. Have a great week, everybody.